Gen in the TP, so you gotta imagine he wants to go and apply that pressure.
Does VP want to roll in on the Enchantress? They do indeed. Handsken has a DD rune and cask to throw back. It bounces onto FNG at the top as well, and looks like Zfreek is okay to heal himself up. Well, no fear.
The
DD rune with the Maledict on him ticks him over, and FNG's dropping low as well. Two heroes go the way of compLexity. Virtus.pro, they thought they had that kill on the Enchantress, but just a little bit too weaselly.
Swindles, though, I mean, level 5? Doing fairly well. Like, it's so risky with a slider. Okay, yeah, sorry, Swindles. I shouldn't have said anything.
You can still crush and try and stick and sprint. He's getting far enough away, but there's the Mango popped out by the Wraith King. Stuns him up again. Swindles still alive. A couple more hits is all it takes. The crush comes through, and Swindles is still alive. KheZu under this tower, taking the brunt of the damage. There's no cask. There's no cask and no Maledict. KheZu will just get a few right clicks, a few punches from Handsken, calls himself up for the armor. Looks like he might drop here. The final projectile thrown, and Yoku, well, he could have gone for the stun into Handsken, but it's not worth it when Swindles is here to the side with a crush as well. And in the meantime, what the hell is happening mid-mop packs? I just keep looking back. Swindles, KheZu. Offlaner, Slardar, Axe. One of them smoked up. The other one is also smoked up. It's smoke into blink action, but the jump is going to come from KheZu first. Onto Handsken. The Witch Doctor's caught and dunked into the ground, but equally, Phoenix is taken out in the back end as well by Swindles and Zfreek. The roll away. We'll get no fear. Good way to TP. KheZu. Oh, Jesus, look at that. Limp and Chessie just right-click him down.
That blink.
They have got the damage, and now G might be in a spot bother as well. Hastes himself up with a Timber Chain. Back Shackles there as well, but he's stunned up. The concoction is available. They don't have any follow-through. Blink and stun. At least Swindles was holding on to it. G will escape for now. And compLexity. That's a good fight for them. Couple of good kills. Blink Dagger definitely worked out better for the Slardar. In a way, but Chessie turns to fight against Yoku. This Armlet and Reincarnation are both up, of course, for the Lifesteal, for the Wraith King, as the egg is dropped on the high ground and compLexity can't focus it down. Chessie, oh, here comes the silence, here comes the combo with the nice little stun as well. The Death Ward will drop him, but that's Aegis gone. The 3-man stun back onto VP, and FNG is taken out. compLexity get
themselves They need more out of this, though. It can't just be a Phoenix.
They've got to blink crush. They've got to go with Swindles, but he's not committing for it.
A little bit too fearful. An objective could be enough, but Phoenix is going to be right back and back in this fight.
G, he's put himself in a sticky situation with the Maledict and the concoction. He's dead before he can get anything off. Enchantress will finally get chomped down, but compLexity still have their 4 more important heroes alive. Now they'll look back to the tier 1. They'll take this one, and I think they'll call it a day at the mid lane. The Wraith King, he's not really the easiest target. It's Phoenix, it's Timbersaw. Really anyone else they can catch onto.
Handsken's playing a bit differently this game. He has been doing a lot of solo split pushing, whereas he's traditionally one of these guys that's usually, as you can see, they just grab KheZu with the Infest Bomb, but he's usually much more of that, like, position 6 kind of a guy, more so than that 5 or even a little bit greedier hero. I think it's a very positive.
Lifesteal once Rage is gone, and in the meantime, you're dealing with, pure damage from Enchantress, you're dealing with the stuns coming out of Swindles, and looking at Swindles right now, he is en route to try and battle up against someone as top lane Zfreek caught, but the TP came in from Swindles. They've killed off Phoenix already, and in the meantime, Zfreek has barely died. G with Yoku trying to retreat out of this one, but Swindles, oh, the crush is up in a second, and they've got the stun back on the G as well with the cast bouncing between them. Crush, no, doesn't land. Swindles barely misses out on it. Well,
jeez, that fight just dragged on forever. I wasn't even sure they were about to head right back on in. But it is G, another Invis rune. This guy is just manufacturing the things. He's back up to the 9 charges, so he's on his way to. Oh, Swindles.
Oh dear.
That's so costly.
Is this G losing his life though? He's got another Timber Chain, gets himself further away. Chessie. Open wounds in 5 seconds time. The big blink call though. KheZu with a blade mail as well. They jump back in. They've killed off 1. They're looking for 2, but the dunk doesn't work. Limp armor toggles back on, and the ultimate's healing him up as well. As he turns to fight, no fear. Oh, Earth Spirit, you have baited Limp into his own death with a Sunray down. They heal up through it all. Virtus.pro with that one fell swoop from G on that Timbersaw. Clear through the 3 big cores of compLexity. Bloodstone charges back up on G. Plate mail is there and Swindles. He blink crushes no one. FNG did the dive away. Swindles with a lifestealer in him, still chasing this one down. I mean, it's a kill on a Phoenix if you're committing for this and you have no idea who's behind him. But with a 1-2 punch, compLexity will secure it. In the meantime though, G is hasted. And with this roll forward, No Fear misses out on the boulder smash. No, he's not going to clip onto Limp, but the silence is there and he's going to self-stun up. Oh, the Alchemist. Here comes G. The damage output is good as well. Handsken, you need this to be perfect, but it's not going to be. You really couldn't do anything there. Asking too much of Handsken's Witch Doctor as the boulder smash misses again, but G has this long-range initiation. Again, diving forward as Ether Lens, burning through Handsken. The Witch Doctor called up in the middle of a creep wave with the blade mail down. Handsken's gone. Yoku not done just yet, though. As Lifestealer Chessie on the front line is trying to bait out a stun here, but rages himself back. Trying to chip away at the little lad, but Chessie's arrived as well. This is compLexity turning up, trickling in one by one. While VP are trying to answer this with a 1-by-1 of their own, because Yoku, he has arrived. The Blink Crush from Swindles catches the two of them, while Limp, the call onto Chessie, actually burning through KheZu's life a fair amount. Yoku, there's the Death Ward drop, but the blade mails up with that chakram as well, and the final egg is the piece of the puzzle that was missing this entire time. compLexity forced to retreat themselves away. Swindles, Chessie and Limp on the sidelines, trying to wait for the reinitiation, and there we go. Blink Crush, reincarnation though from Yoku gonna pop right here, right now, and compLexity still in danger of dropping even further. But Yoku, the blade mail is up again. Limp, swipe down, 1, 2, 3, not gonna finish him off, he needs another stun, but he's gonna get crushed up in the final life. There we go, compLexity, they turn it around well enough. No fear, no fear. Chessie, he can't slow him down. Swindles, how long do we have? 5, 6 seconds until the Blink Crush. That impetus though, Zfreek says not today.
Man, Swindles has been so on top of those rolls every time, just ensuring that he can blink in front and stop that slow.
Reincarnation is going to be popped here and forced out of him. Can they kill him a second time? It looks like compLexity plan to. The blink call there onto Chessie and Limp with the supernova on top. The KheZu blade mail is burning back onto them, and Chessie's dropping low. The Aegis has popped out and Swindles crushed down, but still the FNG supernova lands with the fire spirits and the flame coming out again from the sunray. Handsken Death Ward is going to kill off Yoku a second time. They've done it. Killed off 3 now as VP are on the run. Swindle's going to miss out on the crush, but he still gets the damage back on the G. There's no chasing him though, as he timber chains over into the dire jungle, except Hurricane Pike, hello! You've got vision because of the freaking amplified damage. Perfect play from compLexity and a double kill for Zfreek. Oh, it's been a while since Hurricane Pike has been used, especially that vision though. The trouble is this Alchemist illusion cancels out their blinks. They can't get into this fight easily, and coL, they have retreated themselves to a safe distance. Chessie still jumped on here, can't get the rage off. The supernova's good. Chessie, he is taken out of the game by the Timbersaw, and now Swindles battling up against an Earth Spirit, but that supernova goes straight through his BKB with G on the back end. Looking for the supports, he'll cleave through them with that chakram, and Swindles, the Sunray, look at the damage coming through from the Magnetize as well. The Death Ward is dropped down onto G. The damage output doesn't look that great with all the reactive armor up onto him, but there we go. Hurricane Pike kills him off from like 3,000 range away. Oh man, Yoku blinks out on the cask. Handsken, he's got it, just needs vision. He's got it. Malik down as well. And here comes the damage from Zfreek. Yoku tries to stand his ground with a blade mail, but that's going to be 4 dead. compLexity, they've taken this team fight. They lose their 2 big cores, but the Alchemist stays alive. And Zfreek keeps on scaling. This is what I was looking for. Just try and catch someone off guard. Get in behind the ranks of compLexity, because this Radiant's holding Alchemist. He is an absolute monster. If you can find Handsken here,
where Swindles is
catching out onto them, but the 2-man crush comes through. The supernova is good, well placed, but you've got 3 heroes wheeling into it, taken out immediately. KheZu's gone as well. Handsken, he's just on the sidelines, tanking up a ton of damage. He doesn't give a damn. Wraith King jumps himself away with the chakram, slowing them down as well, but Handsken's got his number, slowing him. Well, he's damaging him. Now looking for the cask to slow him. And there we go. Forced up to the high ground. And the Death Ward drop. Virtus.pro again. Almost get wiped. 4 heroes down. And compLexity, they keep winning these team fights. Keep getting themselves objectives in Roshan. But it's still a case of breaking high ground. KheZu somehow survives. Chessie doesn't get the final hits in there. While Limp self-stunning himself. Now stunned up by Yoku with his ultimate off cooldown in 1 second time. Limp might be able to get himself away from this one actually. Pops the ultimate out, and now he's healing up through the Magnetize with a turnaround coming out. Virtus.pro, KheZu trying to battle through. He's got a dunk, but he's going to miss it. Zfreek, Jesus, through it all. And Virtus.pro might just tap out here. That was so close to being gorgeous from Virtus.pro. But in the end, compLexity, just minor outplays, minor misplays from VP. Mean is Alchemist, Lifestealer still up on the front lines and fighting through everyone.
relatively unhindered, I think, in a lot of those initiations where he could just kind of pick and choose what he wanted to do. But this time, compLexity not giving him the chance for it, just always getting on top of that axe, jumping into the backlines and trying to hop on him before he can actually initiate onto them.
Oh man, the stun dodge from the Rage as well. Yoku's gone for 80 seconds. Reincarnation was 10 seconds off cooldown. Now it's down to G.KheZu and No Fear to defend their base. Can they do it? Can they do it?